Well, hello and welcome. I'm Peasant. The saga continues. This is episode something or other. I don't know. 7? I don't know. 6, 5, 8, 9? I don't know. I've just died. The Lich killed me. But, so yeah, let's just think about this. I had some pretty good stuff going on. These are my stats. I didn't go in with a lot of health, and I didn't have any health potions. Okay, but I did have a lot of regeneration. I had 6.6 regen. I also had the perk that meant if I was low on health, I had doubled regen. That wasn't enough. So I'm kind of getting some idea. I had level 8 weapon, level 7 things. I had no vampirism, but I kind of thought that might work against me. Yeah. So just trying to, learn something from this. Obviously, I've lost a load of stuff because of dying. So yeah, maybe flat regen isn't great against the boss. We'll see. Okay, so looks like I don't have any upgrades. Let's just quickly see. Oh, I can build another farm. Well, how wonderful. So what does that actually do for me? All empty tiles around the farm transformed into gardens. After an expedition, it gives you 1 ration for every completed loop, but not more than there are garden tiles around the farm. You can build something over the garden. Unlocks the ability to craft food if the supply depot is built. Unlocks the wheat fields card. Okay, so building another farm. I'm not sure what it's going to do for me, but let's do it anyway. Okay, so I guess it gave me some stuff, and it's quite handy on here. It actually shows me the if I'm able to upgrade anything, so I know I can see just by glancing at this that I've got no upgrades. I've got no upgrades. It's okay. So let's go. Let's jump right in. Do I want to change this deck? I don't think so. I mean, this is interesting. I've not gone with swamps. I mean, maybe I could go with some swamps. I am going to have to remove something, though, to put those swamps in. I really like the blood groves. I like the spider cocoons. Maybe we get rid of cemetery, but I think cemetery gives you some pretty good stuff. I think it gives some pretty good loot. Let's get rid of the spiders and go with swamps instead of spiders. Because there is some kind of if vampires are hanging out with spiders, they get a bit sad because their healing hurts them. So there's that. But also my healing will hurt me too. So apart from my healing potions won't hurt me, but the so if I have vampirism, for example, then that's not going to be good for us. So we probably want to put our vampire mansion here. So I'm going to put the swamp here. Why not? Why not? Famous last word. So yeah, I was hoping to beat the Lich on that last run, but alas and alack. So yeah, we like a grove. Let's put a grove here, and we can have a blood grove adjacent to it. I'm not sure I liked removing the grove and upgrading because it then started attacking me, which is just. I'm not sure I'm into that. Yeah, looks like no real clear upgrades there. Oh yeah, we definitely want the battlefield. And I mean, it just for me feels like you want that treasure as soon as possible. So you're going to want to have it after your cozy camp. Spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Yeah, so it always makes sense to have it kind of. I guess it doesn't really matter. Really, where you put it. Okay, so you've got. And I'm going to hang on to my terrain cards for a while. So a weaker weapon there. Only a slight upgrade there. Don't think it's worthwhile. Okay, we've got ourselves a village. So we go healing here. Let's have a village up here. If I'm having vampires here, this would be a vampire village. If I put the village here, then this could. I think this does become a kind of tough fight with the vampires. So if it's adjacent to the swamp, is that gonna make any difference? I don't know. Probably not, actually. Probably just pointlessly wasted a position for a wheat field there. Well, that's almost certainly going to be an upgrade. And it is. Okay, we've been given another village. No vampires just yet. So definitely having a vampire here. We could have another vampire village there. Maybe. Just a swamp somewhere. So I'm kind of going with swamps in this run just because I've not used them for a few runs, so maybe there are some things that they do that are worthwhile. Okay, so cemetery. I think we'll just plonk one somewhere. These are pretty tough enemies, so I'll probably want to have a blood grove in this tile here, I think, to help me out. Cool, I'm pretty attached to those blood groves. Hey, blood grove, good to see you, mate. Good to see ya. So this is where my vampire hut's gonna go. Actually, maybe the vampire could go here. I think, yeah, the help from the blood groves is pretty important, I think. And maybe I'll try being really cheesy with the mountains and actually just having a 3x3 of mountains, which means no goblins will spawn, which should mean that my route's easier. You know, it's that thing of like, well, is that going to be better? You know, if I can survive the loop more effectively, you know, do I want to stack up enemies? You know, who knows? Who knows? I don't. Do you know? Possibly you do. You might do. Yeah, so just going with a 3x3 of mountains. So you get the harpies. Or maybe maybe next run I just try without mountains or rocks. Just be like, nah, not into you anymore. It's not what I do now. Yeah, maybe that's the thing to do. Of course, the thing is with the mountains and rocks, you can just use them for treasuries if you ever see any. Then maybe what I could be doing is making is trying to just have. Oh, that must be an upgrade there. Damage to all and regen. Yeah, that's a very clear upgrade. Well, I could try that. Let's just spam out a 3x3, and then not build any more mountains. Or it doesn't matter what I put out here as far as I know. Obviously, I've put it like this so that if I do want to circle of mountains later on, that's not out of the question. And this will mean that I don't have to fight any goblins if I don't place the 10th rock or mountain tile. Wow, it's going to be a big upgrade. Yeah, it is. It certainly is. And we'll see how that works out for me. Okay, well, loads of stuff. So that's got better attack speed, less regen. Okay, it's just the defense ring. I like seeing what stuff I've got. Yeah, it's a mountain. Okay, there's our vampire's finally shown up. Thanks for showing up, vampire. I kind of probably want to put it adjacent to as many buildings as possible. The vampire fights, to be honest, don't feel like they're that hard. They don't feel like the hardest fights. Actually, I probably should put it up there. They don't feel like the hardest fights. You know, maybe I don't need to use my blood groves to help me with those ones in particular. I mean, I think in the early game they're kind of some of your hardest fights, but maybe not so much in the late game. And maybe I want to try stacking a different stat this time as well. So we're getting towards the end of rocks. There'll be no more rock placement. Well, let's see. Okay, yeah, so we'll see if I actually remember. So we get our mountain here. Got a chunk of extra hit points. We're going to be having some harpy spawns, but that's it. No more mountains and rocks. Sorry. In the you know, the aim here is experimentation. It's going to be hard to resist, though. Oh, look at those mountains. So what I might do is, you know, maybe place them at the end if I'm cashing out. That's just an upgrade. If I'm cashing out at the end, you know, I might place a load then. But yeah, until then, by not placing the 10th mountain, we won't have goblins. Right. We'll see how that works out. We'll see. We will see. We will see. I tried to just say that too many times. Okay, alright, we've got some good stuff here. We've got another vampire mansion. Let's put it up here. So we're getting another ransacked village. And it's very villagey over here. Let's put this village here. Let's put this here. And, I mean, we could stick a few meadows out as well. But yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that, because we are trying to milk the treasuries. I think that's what I'm trying to do. That must be an upgrade. Surely, big defense upgrade, attack speed upgrade. Take it. Another vampire house. Okay. Now we are cooking with vampire houses. So we could put the vampire next to the swamp. They'll love that. And this is good because we've got 4 different tiles for vampires to hang out in. Okay, so the vampire's healing there is hurting their units. And this must be an upgrade, and it is. It certainly is. Okay, so we want to wheat fields. Just, there's no big deal. I just did my quest. Don't worry about it. Okay, battering ram. I've used that a bit. Blade of Dawn. Every morning, the hero's sword is filled with sunlight, causing its next attack to deal ×2 damage to all. I don't know how I feel about that. Article of Protection. After receiving this effect and after every loop, the hero receives a bar of phantom protection that equals 50% of his max HP. All damage to it is dealt, ignoring defense. But let's try it. Let's try it out. So again, I think I think we are going to want to try and surround our camp with stuff. That's what we're going to want to do. That's going to be an upgrade. In order to kind of stop the Lich's buildings. We might, it might even be worth using these Oblivions as well, maybe. Using them kind of early, because they're probably going to get shuffled off anyway if I stop playing Mountains, I suspect. That's the case. Let's have another swamp for the vampires to hang out in. Did I get rid of spiders this run? I think I did, didn't I? Got rid of spiders. Okay. So yeah, we're getting some of these memory fragments. I mean, yeah, I'm wondering if there's any kind of funny Oblivion interactions we've not seen. What happens if I Oblivion this, for example? That seems sad. It seems sad to do that to a mountain. I'm not sure I want to do that, even for science. But no. Okay, we've got ourselves a new ring. And what we're not really particularly good at anything. I suppose we've got quite good attack speed. That's kind of what we've got. I think if we are going to try and really beat the boss, we're going to want as many things. Yeah, I think we want things like evade and counter against the boss. Against I kept nearly saying Mordred. I know that the boss isn't called Mordred. I know this. Yeah, we do want a cemetery. We've already got a cemetery there. Let's have a double cemetery. I think you do get some fairly tough enemies in those double cemeteries, but I think you get good loot, you know? I think that's what you get. Trying to check everything as it comes in. I'm doing it. Okay, that's a grove. We like groves. So we probably want a grove over here to get more vampire fights. See, here's better because we can then put a blood grove here. I think, anyway. Oh yeah, we're going to be gaining loads of these memory fragments. And maybe it's a waste, but let's collect memory fragments. So we're not placing rocks and mountains, and we're collecting lots of memory fragments. It's just what it is today. Ooh, this must be an upgrade. It's a big upgrade. I mean, my feeling is that vampirism must be good against the boss. If you're, it's a long fight, and if you're consistently healing, then that's going to help. You've got good DPS, and it's a long fight. Yeah, I think this is just clear. It's clearly superior. Yeah, oh yeah, we definitely want to play the grove. I love the sound when you get the memory fragments. I love that sound. What's this? Because when I was playing the alpha, it felt like having fast attacks and vampirism was very good. That felt strong. Okay, so we've got groves and swamps. Yeah, we'll go with more swamp vampire fights because they seem to be okay. And we've got lots of wheat. Oh yeah, we need to also be thinking about surrounding our camp and stuff. Let's just put a grove here to start this off. Yeah, we want to be surrounding the camp. I could put a cemetery there. Yeah, let's put a cemetery there. Can't put meadows there yet, so it's gonna. Yeah, we need to. This is actually a priority, really. Placing kind of roadside things, and that's where we, not having the spiders might come to haunt. Haunt everything I'm trying to achieve here. So this is. So yeah, maybe trying attack speed and vampirism might be the thing to try here. Another swamp. No more places where we can put swamps with vampires. And maybe I could just stick a load of meadows around here. Actually, we're getting some books together. We could just have a load of lovely meadows around here. Of course, it'd be nice to use those for treasuries, but bleh, bleh. So where else would I want to put a vampire? Probably would want to put a vampire in one of these if I can. So let's put a swamp there. Crikey. We do have a little bit of damage to all. Still kind of fairly intimidating fight. Oh. I don't notice that weapon showing up. Okay, 14 to 22, that's pretty significant. We lose our regen. I don't know. My love affair regen is ended. Just like, nah, regen's terrible. Not into that anymore. I mean, do I even have enough things to put by the road? That's the other thing to bear in mind. To kind of. So yeah, we definitely want a blood grove here. Let's see. Okay, so that's plus 12% attack speed. We'd lose our vampirism. So, am I going to trying to go more vampire? I know that there are swamps everywhere, but we're really thinking about the final boss. Let's just pause that. So what's the deal with this? We've got a bit more attack speed. I think we keep that for now. I think it feels like we don't have that many big masses of enemies just yet. So damage to all isn't quite so important. Cemetery. Let's put a cemetery maybe here before all these kind of village heals. Oh, and we've got an upgrade. Didn't notice. Alright, so Severe is some healing. The hero leaves half of his findings in a camp when passing through a campfire tile. Ooh, that's interesting. That's like a kind of, I am, just collecting resources. Almost means you'd be just going with a different approach. You'd just be like, I'm just going to get as many resources as I can. Let's try it. Yeah, let's try it. So, the hero leaves half of his findings in a camp when passing through a campfire tile. Okay, well, we'll see how that pans out. We can add. Yeah, that feels pretty good actually. Feels pretty nice. I've just assumed that these grey items are not going to be an improvement. So yeah, here my vampirism is going to really hurt me because we're in a swamp. But it's also going to hurt my enemies. Okay, we've got some oblivions. Oh, and I think I might have tested in my run that didn't record. You can't place fields next to your cozy camp. That's not how it works, I'm afraid. So of course the thing is, now I've got oblivions. I could place mountains that just destroy the goblin camp. I'm trying with a kind of only 3 mountain idea. Okay, what's this? That's a evasion ring, so we'd lose our vampirism. Nah, I'd rather have it, thanks. Okay, more villages. More chance for fields. So we've already surrounded our camp. Maybe we want to actually have a heal on the way to the final fight. Maybe. So we go with this. Cemetery Road. Could be good. Okay. And yeah, and I really want to pay attention to this when we pass the campsite. Okay. Because we should drop half of it off. Alright, so we've got another swamp. Yeah, and so getting rid of spiders means it's going to be a lot harder to surround this with stuff. It's going to be a lot harder. Yeah, it's going to be a lot harder. So yeah, maybe that's a reason you want to keep the spiders. Okay, so we are about to go here, so we'll see what happens up here. Oh, cool! Wow, it really does just take all of it, or half of it even. I guess it takes your... Yeah. Wow, thanks. And I got a new trophy as well. Amazing. Well, that's a cool perk. I mean, this... Okay, maybe this is a harvesting run now. Crikey, I have no idea what that means. Yeah, maybe this could be a run where I'm trying to really improve my shop. My shop? My resources? My what? My who now? Okay, well, this looks good. It looks good. It's more defense, regen, and vampirism. I'll take it. Because the other thing as well is that we can just build for the fight. We don't have to worry about retreating now. I mean, we get better loot on later loops, right? So there is an element where we could... I mean, it feels like maybe we do want to just play a mountain and then destroy the goblin camp. I don't know. I feel like I want to just keep with this plan. So I'm going to go with no more mountains. These guys do a lot of damage. 58. That's a lot. 65. Okay. So that's going to have defense counter. Ah, you're alright, mate. I guess the trouble with going for this resource perk is that it means that we don't, it's not going to help us fight. It's purely about the resources. And maybe I need to actually very deliberately play some of these so that I can keep my oblivions for the boss fight. The other thing about not playing Rocks and Mountains is that it means that this track isn't advancing that quickly. Oh, this is almost certainly an upgrade. So it's got defense, it's got regen. We lose a chunk of our vampirism. We'd gain actual regen. Of course, regen is going to count against us in swamps, but we don't have that many swamps. This is going to also reduce my vampirism. Yeah. There might be I wonder if there's a sweet spot for vampirism, you know, like 20%. That's the amount you want. So, you know, if I spam out some of this stuff, then at least I'll be able to have my oblivions for when the boss spawns. You know, that's a case to be made. But I did make a firm commitment to just having the 3 Rocks and Mountains. And maybe my next run I just won't have Rocks and Mountains. I mean, maybe that's the, you know, something to try anyway. Okay. It's like just inferior. It's just inferior. Okay, and then this. I've been putting a lot of swamps out. I've got quite a lot of vamp and regen. But it's okay. Just puny vampires in there. Wow, this fight's oh, it was a elite scarecrow. Well, that explains that. Crikey, this looks intimidating. But actually, it looks more scary than it is, I think. Haha, famous last words. Wow. Okay, we got ourselves some new impressive-looking loot. So we've got 3 shields to choose from. Okay, what's our current shield? Oh yeah, let's actually pause it. Our current shield is vampirism 8%, regen 1.8, and defense 17. So what we got? We've got a defense 24, evasion. So I mean, this is like end game kind of tier. I mean, last time I was fighting the Lich, this was the level of the equipment I had. Did I even have a level 8 bit of equipment? I'm not even sure if I did. Okay, so we've got these. So there's a big increase in defense, and there's evasion. This one has defense, damage to all, vampirism, and attack speed. So the attack speed and vampirism work together. I think, I mean, I know that this is the level 8 one. Let's go with that one. I think evade, just being able to just dodge damage is just pretty great, right? Ah, treasury. A treasury. Oh my god. Okay, so we definitely want to be surrounding this anyway, so I'm going to put the treasury there. We might get another treasury to put here. I'm not gonna hold out too much hope for that. But you know, we might get lucky. So I'm going to place that there. Yeah. So operation fill in these areas next to the camp. Oof. So this is the swamp's kind of rough. We've got quite a lot of healing going on. What's this? Counter and regen. So it is nominally better, I think. But we'd be losing all of our vampirism. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, in this particular fight, it would help because we're in a swamp. So, God, maybe I have to just put it on just to help with this fight. Because I'm looking pretty dinged up here. More dinged up than I'd want to be. Where am I on the map? I'm up here. Oh god. We don't have any health potions. Uh-oh. So okay, I'm learning. I'm learning that swamps are kind of scary if you are doing any kind of regenerating. Oh, the other thing I need to bear in mind is I do have multiple oblivions. If I survive this fight, I might want to make my path a little bit easier to got ourselves an orb of expansion, just so that I can actually get to the get to here and drop off the goods. Especially as I'm not using rocks and mountains, that would probably just make it easier. So we could trash some of these swamps. Though we don't have any more elite enemies. I don't know. I think the skeleton fights are pretty rough. Let's oblivion them. These fights shouldn't be too bad, but we will oblivion one because we are, you know, trying out. Oh, something. What's going on there? Some kind of. I was getting grabbed by something. Okay, probably not upgrades. So that's a shield with some vampirism, but I mean, I think this shield is just amazing, right? Yeah. Not looking so healthy though. Oh yeah, this is almost certainly an upgrade. It's a big damage boost and damage to all. That's going to help with these fights especially. And we're going to want to have some meadows out. So we'll put a meadow there. Kind of, yeah, we need to place 3 roadside things in here. That's what we need. Yeah, looking a bit ropey. A bit green around the gills. Ooh. Okay, so that's a vampirism. 14. And this here is big damage decrease, but a bit more evasion. I think we keep what we got. And the trouble is with the nice thing about the vampirisms means these little fights like this, we heal in these fights. You know, rather than just being chipped away a little bit by them, we kind of actually heal in a reasonable fashion. And of course, because I've filled the map with flipping swamps, these fights are horrible. These otherwise fairly it's not that scary fights, are just scary. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, well, what did I learn from that? Swamps are kind of scary. I guess if you're going to go with swamps, you just don't want any regen or anything like that, and just want to rely on meadows and things like that for your health. I mean, not having goblins, I don't know how significant that was. It felt like I had higher level gear, and we're only halfway through. I think there is a benefit to just not playing everything. So I think I might try this again and rejig what I'm using, and maybe even just not have mountains. It's bold, but I'm doing it. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. I've been Peasant. If you like the video, get out my manky thumb. Caught in a reciprocating saw yesterday. It was pretty scary. Anyway, until next time. Cheers.